What's going on, guys? Switzy here, bringing you a Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. But first, I wanted to show you guys my knight on my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3, and he's pretty sweet with that wolf knight armor that you get closer to the very end of the game. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. So here we are at the main menu, guys, of Dark Souls 3, and we are going to start this new game and say goodbye to my first journey, my 35-hour first journey. But here we go.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital, Yom the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that Ash seeketh embers.
Okay, so here we are at the character customization screen. I already did everything due to time constraints. You guys, I mean, it's pretty basic. You know, make the guy how you want. But I did do this to his face, as if we lost an eye. Brutal past right there with that scar. Thought that's pretty sweet. But anyways, so name Switzy, male, young, class. We're gonna do a warrior class, just because this is gonna be a strength build and we get a little more strength with this and a decent amount of vigor. Whereas before I did the knight class, where you get average strength and average kind of dexterity, which we can build up dexterity later, not a problem. And burial gift, we're gonna go with, I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff to choose from. I did life ring last time, but this is my first ever Dark Souls playthrough at all, so I really didn't know what was going on. I didn't know I was gonna get a bunch of rings later on, so the rings aren't that big of a deal. So, but we're gonna do Sovereignless Soul. Start us out with 2,000 souls. So that'll help for leveling up, obviously. I think we're good to go. Alright. Alright, well here we are. Cemetery of Ash. So if you guys are new to Dark Souls, I'm just going to go through as if you guys have never played this, kind of. Even though I've only played it one time through. I just did play a little bit of Dark Souls 1 after I beat Dark Souls 3. But these are all like little indications to just help you out, little notes. Right bumper is regular attack. Strong attack for right trigger. Phase lock, if you want to lock onto it like that. Personally, I didn't do a lot of that, simply because, I don't know, I just didn't do it. I didn't find it, I just felt it hard for me, just because I felt my back was exposed, I guess you could say. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just different. Everybody's different. I might do it sometimes later on, maybe if I get more comfortable with it. So these little white things are items. We just got another soul of a nameless soldier. We'll burn those up later when we're next to a bonfire once we get to Firelink Shrine. Basically, let's see what we got here. Left bumper's guard. Right bumper, go behind enemy to critically hit. Hold it. And take damage, like that. If I were to just press it, it would have been a regular swing. So what do we get here? Cleric Sacred Shine. Let's check that out. That. No, I want to. I'm getting hit. We'll look at that later. Alright, let's just clear this area out. All the guys in this area are nothing to be scared of. That's how you block, in case you want to see what that looks like. If you do press the left trigger, it's a parry, which I was absolutely horrible at. You have to do it right when the enemy attacks. It's a timing thing, and sometimes, oh, I just did it right there. Wow, because that guy kind of scared me though. But yeah, that's what it looks like when you parry. I am absolutely horrible at it, so don't expect to see a lot of it. And there's a nice big lizard, and so there's a big lizard in here, a big scaly crystal lizard, which I'm probably not comfortable fighting right now. As you can see, I died. We're gonna go over here and grab this though while we can. Just a soul. We can try again. I feel like I'm gonna die though. I'm not a Dark Souls expert, so by any means. And that's us buffing. We're gonna use focus points there, give us a little more damage. And you know what? We could do this. We'll try it again here. No promises though, guys. Not very comfortable on my Dark Souls build. Only simply because I am just not a vet. Scary! It's kind of funny that I'm saying scary to this guy, because there are things that are a lot more scary than this guy, let me tell you. So when we hold the left trigger with holding our weapon with two hands, which we put our shield away, we are buffing ourselves, or buffing our weapon, if you will, which allows us to do more damage. I'll show you guys examples with other weapons later on. Oh, that was big damage right there. So we're going to take a step back and bring our Estus Flask and we're going to roll. Okay. So after a while, you'll start to get the feel of an enemy's moveset. So he's going to either roll, breathe, or do that sweep attack you just saw right there. We're just waiting for him to kind of roll, and I'm going to dodge, and that gives us an opportunity to do some damage here. Okay. And I'm not really worried about using my Estus Flasks right now because we are going to hit a bonfire here in a minute. Our first one. And there it is. Alright, so we're going to get a Titanite scale out of him, which will be later used to upgrade boss weapons later in the game. And then we have this Ashen Estus Flask, and that will refill our focus points, which is also our magic points. Now, when I went through my last playthrough, shockingly enough, I didn't have any magic ability, which is kind of sad. I really didn't know what I was doing at all because I'd never played Dark Souls before. So it's kind of funny that I didn't have any magic, but I really want to use it this time and see how much it affects difference. Because I mean, you have a shield, but how often you really remember you have it and you use it? You're more worried about dodging. I mean, that's what I do. But we're gonna rest here and refill our Estus Flask. And that is our first bonfire. We're also gonna get our first Estus shard up here. As you can see, our strength is quite nice right now with these guys. If we were the knight build, it would take 2 hits to kill these guys, which is, I mean, it's not a big deal, but you can see the difference. Right here, I'm gonna show you guys a plunging attack. As you fall, you just press the right bumper, and it is very useful. Alright. Chill, nigga. Now, guys with spears and shields like that, most of the time, if they're going to have a spear, they have a shield too. And with them, you can kick them to put them into ripostate. I am horrible at kicking. You have to press forward and the right bumper at the exact same time. There it is. It's just very hard for me to do for whatever reason. And so I don't do it. But it can be very useful. We're going to jump off straight off this rock here. So you're going to run. And depending on what your settings are on, you're going to run and jump. And that is our first piece of Titanite shard. And I'm getting hit while I'm up here. Okay. Alright, so now we got another one of those. Nice. Whatever it is. This is the first boss we're about to walk into, and I did not mean to drink that, so I'm gonna go back up here to the bonfire to refill my Estus before I go into this boss, because I accidentally drank that, which I might need. So that means, so when you come on. So when you rest at a bonfire, you respawn all the enemies in the area. As you can see, they just respawned, which is very, very annoying, but that's how the game is made, so we deal with it. This is the first boss, Index Gunder. So we are going to pull this sword spear thing out of him. It looks like a spear, but it's probably a sword because it's short. And as soon as you pull that out, the boss fight will start. So we can start hitting him and doing damage as soon as we pull it out. So he's not going to move right away, but now we can start doing damage. And you can see that we did a little bit of damage there right away before it even started. So he kind of has a couple of different attacks. He's got that slam, and that was more of a sweeping slam. There's a sweeping motion, and he also has one more kind of like shoulder check as well as that jump. I like to try to stay close to him. Just gotta be careful with that sweeping attack right there. Fuel right here. Stab and slam. And we're gonna... Oh, we're gonna get hit. No, no. Oh, we got hit. And there it is. That is a space change, and he just turned into the Abyss Beast. Which is a real treat, let me tell you. Abyss Beasts are probably the thing I love the most in this game, other than some of the bosses. And before we die, we need to get some health. Okay. Buff up. There he is. And there he goes. So the Abyss Beast can be, you could have killed him before he phase changed. Obviously, like I said, I'm not a vet, but we did get a coiled sword from that, and this is the second bonfire. There we are. And we're gonna rest at it real quick to refill our Estus. And we're gonna head on down this way, make sure I'm not missing anything in this area here. So we're gonna go through like we just did before, and we're gonna kill all the enemies in the area. What do we got down here? An item, homeward bone. So if you have your online enabled, you can get tips from other people as well that leave here. That is when the game left. But there are a bunch of tips from other people that come very handy. They'll, you know, be wary of enemy, beware of ambush, watch your left side, things of that nature. So we're gonna go through and kill all these enemies before we go into Firelink Shrine here. Head on over here real quick because I know we've got kind of a dog. I didn't realize I was two-handed. So if you want a two-hand, you just... Oh, he's still alive. Wow. Trooper. If you want to two-hand your weapon, just press Y, or you can press left on the D-pad to put it away. Y just puts it on your back. Obviously, when you two-hand a weapon, you can do a little bit more damage with it. We just picked up an Ember, which I'll talk about later. They are very handy, though. There is a Katana Man up here, and he's a real treat. So I'll talk about him in a second once we grab this. Another Ember. I guess I can talk about the Embers right now. Embers refill your whole health and extend it 20%. They can be hard to come by. You can only buy so many of them from the NPCs in the game. Unless you give them more of what they ask for, which is also limited. Abyss Beasts do drop them when you kill them, and this is Katana Man. He's interesting. We're gonna try to fight him here. Once he starts swinging on you, he doesn't stop, so I'm trying to... Yeah, see, he's not stopping. Trying to get as much of his health down as I can while he's... So yeah, he just put me in riposte. Oh, he didn't kill me. Wow. Very impressive, Katana Man. Very impressive. So we're gonna buff up again. And I need more health. I don't know what happened to my other health. Oh, I'm used to my health refilling a little bit more. Come on, Katana Man. There we go. And we should get his Katana Sword from him. We also get the Master's Attire, which is whatever. With that being said, there is a locked door up here, which we have to buy a 20,000 soul key later on. But we'll do that later on. Oh, there's an item right here I missed. East-West Shield. The one we got is probably fine for now. And we're going to go on into the Firelink Shrine, aka pretty much home. This is where all the NPCs are. This is kind of like the safe zone. This is the homie. Let's light up this. Oh, we gotta talk to her first, probably.
Welcome to the bonfire. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Awesome. So before we level up, we got just a couple stuff to burn. There we go. See, now it'll let us put the embedded coil sword in. That is what we got when we beat Index Gundar. So that is that. And then I'll show you guys. This is the vendor.
A pleasure to my weapon.
So later on in the game, when we collect ashes from places, we can give it to her and she'll get more stuff in her shop. You can buy some basic weapons right now. Basic armor. Embers, which I mentioned. Not only does the Ember fill your health and boost it 20%, it also allows you to play with other people in the game. So you can tell that I'm kind of got like on fire look to me. Like I'm like charcoal or burning. I don't really know how to describe it. But if you look in the top left up by my health, it also that has the same look as what's going on with me. And that means that I have an Ember used. And when you kill a boss, it initiates an Ember. So as you can see, also we got a little bit more health after we killed Index Gundar. This is the homie Blacksmith Andre. You come over to him. You can give him coal to have him infuse more weapons, but this is also where you upgrade weapons. So he'll be coming here a lot too. Now we're gonna go on over, and we are going to go into our inventory. These are all of our souls that we acquired. We're just going to use them up right here. $200 from that one. And we also haven't used our one that we got, that we get 2,000 from, I believe. Which should be this one. Yep, 2,000. That's our sovereignless soul that we got in the beginning. You can see we got some fire bombs that we can throw if we need, and this you just use to return at last bonfire rested at or to the shrine. So it's kind of like a get me out of here card, kind of. So okay, before we rest, we're gonna talk to her, and we're gonna level up stuff.
Then touch the ignite.
So every time you level up, it obviously takes more souls after. So the first time 775, next time 793, 811, and so on. So we're gonna go. We can level up, wow, 9 times. So we're gonna give ourselves some, we're gonna go 18 health and 21. We're gonna split it like that. Nah, we'll split it 20-20. So, alright, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give me a like if this helped you guys out or if you enjoyed watching, and see you in the next part.